holding on to the final transfer spot, but he's got a lot of hungry pack of wolves right there behind him. You got Troy Jones, Kevin Kaufman, Brian Wax, Kyle Surratt. Those guys all directly behind him. And we still got 10 laps left.
Are you back?
Are you back, Phil? Are you back?
I am back. You were gone. You fucking moved me out.
Not as far as I know. I never fell out.
Alright, well, I guess we'll keep rolling, because I see your name falling on TeamSpeak, falling on back, don't know. All I heard was, that sound of you going underwater, and then I thought it was me. It was you. I looked and it was your name that fell out of TeamSpeak. So, hoping the stream's okay. Hope you all can hear us. We still have communication, I believe.
You gotta remember, even if I fall out of TeamSpeak, I'm still going, Phil, because it still records my voice.
We'll see. You're the man. You wouldn't hear me, though. Who wants to hear me anyways? That's why you're the man. And I'm Mr. Hasman on the other side, I guess. But Stephen Wilson leading B-Main number 2. Garrett Nieberche, Shad Swartz, Cliff Driscoll, Tristan Carpenter, Roger Graham. I say that thought. I got scared for a minute. We are the Super Late models. You know how much of an issue I've had with this PC with the Super Lates. Good news is, the new PC at the post office waiting, I cannot. I'm going to be like a kid on Christmas tomorrow morning. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, now watching up front here, Phil, is you got Chad Swartz right now running in the second spot. Top spot is the number 32 of Stephen Wilson. Gary Nieberge running third. Clifford Driscoll really moving to that power move there to the outside, splitting the difference, able to move up into that third spot. Tristan Carman and Virgil Graham right now. That is your top 6. Thank you to Ron Piles. 2,235 stars.
Yeah.
A star donation battle going on out there as we're trying to reach 10,000 stars. Let Facebook know that we are live in charge here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. And we have 2 laps to go. Where did the time go here in the consolation event? Oh, the 37 coming out there. Oh, Kevin Kaufman, white flag in the air, Phil.
One more trip around the quarter mile at B-Main number 2 and through turns number 3 and 4. Looks like give the win this time. Till number 32 of Stephen Wilson wins us going away over Chad Swartz, Cliff Driscoll, Garrett Nieberge, Tristan Carman, Virgil Graham in the drivers of the main event. Troy Jones, Kyle Surratt, Calvin Herring. They'll headline the list of drivers not going to see us here at our 60-lap main event of all green flag laps. That'll be gritting here in just a couple of seconds, but we're in the middle of a happy hour, and I'm going to give the floor to you for a second, Todd, because I've got some pretty cool information. Thanks to our buddy King King, the guy in charge of your TVLR, he sent me a spreadsheet of the points. So we're not going to have on screen, but we'll do this, what was that? Oh, I can't remember the guy's name now. Dr. Harvey? I'll give you the point support.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't get the spreadsheet like I normally do, and then the link that I had that did not work, so I had to improvise and had to send Phil. We had to send Phil to go get that. So thank you, KT, for being on top of things here tonight, so that way we can let everybody know what the point standing is. Also, guys, we got some drawings going on in Full Velocity on the Facebook fan page, and even on the Facebook page, for that matter. We got some drawings going on, $2 for a chance for the Full Velocity Racing Network t-shirt. If you guys have any ideas, we're looking for raffles here. It's Christmas time. We want to do some raffles here. 2 $5 spots here. But right now it's $2 a slot here for any size color t-shirt for Full Velocity Racing Network. $2 a slot. We'll draw them. You do not have to pay for those slots until every spot is full. We were thinking about doing a broadcast out there where you can pay $5 a slot and have 10 slots. Guys, any ideas, let us know. We're just trying to do that to raise some money, raise some awareness here during the Christmas season, and trying to get some more things out there. Star donations are huge right now because Facebook has gave us a credential, a goal, 10,000 to get, and right now we're fast approaching that 6,000. Thank you to the fans that have donated to us, some of the sponsors, everybody that donates their stars. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I gotta say that as well. Thank you so much for that. It really does mean a lot to us. And I'm also going to put one more plea out here, Todd, before I give you the points. Everybody out there, do you love the Full Velocity Racing Network? Do you think Todd and Phil and Jack, we're the best of the best out there? Well, do us a favor. We're trying to get some love from iRacing as well. If you want to see us down there, that little yellow ticker on there, the main iRacing page, we've been trying to get there for months. Do us a favor, gang. Let iRacing know that you want the Full Velocity Racing Network on that page so we can go out there to the masses. Because you can find a couple of gang that, a gang that's going to do it better than we do. Well, I'll put a challenge in there to anybody. But if you love us, you support us, want to help us out, contact iRacing today. Get us on that dang ticker. We're here almost 6 nights a week. Give you some of the best of any league that we can find out there that wants to come be a part of the network. And we welcome all to come in. We need some help, Todd. Get us on that ticker. We're going to have to ask the fans to help us out. We've been trying. We're a couple of guys here with some voices. We need the fans to help us out with this one, I believe.
Yeah, definitely want to get on that ticker. Phil's saying months. It's been, I'm going to say a year. Everybody can tune in here for, and let iRacing.com know that we really want to be on the ticker there, so we can let everybody know that Full Velocity Racing Network's live here. I think the Dirt Series guys deserve it. I know some of the other broadcast companies have been on it. We've emailed everybody that we've been told to email. We get no response back from iRacing. We enjoy doing this here, folks. So we enjoy doing this for the fans. We enjoy doing this for races, for the leagues. And we put our all into it. We put 110, 130, 140% into it a lot of the times here. So we make sure we give the best quality product that we can here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So please, we do beg you to go out there to iRacing.com. Let them know that we'd like to be on that little yellow ticker down the bottom here, so we can let everybody know that we're live here all across all the countries.
Absolutely right. Well, we get ready to go main event racing here. Coming into this evening, Dylan Hauser leads by 11, 350 points. 11 points better than J.D. Brown. Barrett Bishop currently sitting third. He is 15 points out. Fourth, we find Kevin Dedman, and running at the top 5 of the point standings, Jordan Casey, 332. So that's only 28 points out. So anything can happen here tonight with a finish in the A main, which is, I believe, Todd, about 60 seconds away from going out onto the racing surface. So before we get to main event racing tonight, let me make sure we get the bills paid here and thank all the great folks. Like, we got to thank RaceOnTexas.com. We got to thank those guys for racing down in the southern part of the country. You can find them on demand at RaceOnTexas.com. Recommend them checking them out. Some of the best short track racing, asphalt dirt you can find across the country, right here with Deep South on Race on Texas. Also going to thank our buddy Scott Bardloff and the gang at the South Texas Speedway. Corpus Christi's place to race. I think it's still kind of, it feels like racing season a mile away here with the foot of snow we've had up in the Northeast. So Todd's buried that are probably still falling out there, but
yeah.
Corpus Christi's place to race, the South Texas Speedway. Check them out. Also going to give some love to our buddy Ken over at Ken's Custom iRacing Paints, our broadcast sponsor here every Monday night. Nobody's not part of the main reason he sponsors here our A-Main. Want to make sure you want a really talented painter with 10 years of skin in the game. Check out Ken's Custom iRacing Paints over on Facebook. Give him a holler. He will do some great work together for you. One of the great people, many talented painters in this community. Ken's one of them. Takes good care of us out here on the network. Thank them so much as well as Amen, Todd. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I got to thank Katie out there for the 530 stars. Thank you, Katie. We appreciate it. We're seeing you out there. We're trying to keep track of it. I know Sam Perry came through once again, and Phil's doing the best job. Todd's out there. I believe Todd True. Let's just call him Jack is out there. But we're getting ready for A-Main Racing feature time here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. And the lineup going to start away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 007, actually the 7 out there, the UDTV sponsor number 7. That is Hayden Cardwell. And the iRacing I flag number 2, that's Dylan Hauser rolling off position number 2.
Row number 2, the number 042 from D1RT, we find Jordan Casey. And alongside the number 80 is Dylan Wilson.
Inside row number 3, that'll be the number 14. That's J.D. Brown and Evan C. Aboard the number 33, rolling off position number 6.
iRacing, I-Flat, Capron, screen printing, British driver, car number 23. That is Jeremy Capron with the number 06 alongside from 3D Racing. That is CJ Phillips.
Inside row number 5, that'll be the double knot, the iRacing I-Flag, Swindell Speed Labs, Kendall Tucker aboard the double knot, and then TJ Carter aboard the 037 in position 10.
Ryan Tayani rolls the 57 out for position 11 with Barrett Bishop alongside in the 926.
13 starting spot sees the 112 of Devin Morgan and Stephen Wilson in the 32.
Blake Brown brings the number 74 out from position 15. Alongside the 044 is Chad Swartz.
Inside row number 9, that's Ryan Underwood and Clifford Driscoll.
Kevin Dedman on the flying 0. Garrett Niebuhr, the number 19, starts 20th.
Roll 11, Devin Cardwell, Tristan Carmen, Robert Fletcher, Virgil Graham. Who's it gonna be tonight?
All right, I peed a little right there. Wasn't expecting that right there. Great setup, Todd. You got me again. That's the best saying in the game right now. Who's it going to be? Who is going to win 60 green flag laps here at Limaland? We're 1 lap of green on the board. You look up front there, one of the fastest cars here. Fastest car in all of Lima, Ohio. has been Hayden Cardwell, the 7 car. He leads by 2 car lengths over 2 wide, battle for 2 on back.
You're talking about Pete a little bit, man, Phil. I'm lightheaded. The 7
Got
of
that
Hayden
one.
Cardwell, like I'm smoking something. Or I don't know. We were not going to get into that. Dylan Hauser right now running into the 2nd spot, having a good battle with the number 42 of Jordan Casey. Then you got Dylan Wilson running in the 3rd spot. Here comes J.D. Brown. He hits a new tire, a couple different spots over there in 3 and 4. But J.D. Brown able to hold on to the 4th spot. But Dylan Wilson now able to charge to the outside there to cross that start finish line into turn number 1. It's Dylan Wilson in 4th.
All right, I got the official clarification, Todd. It's championship night. We're paying the money out after this one. So with Dylan Hauser's the man to watch here tonight. First in the standings, 11 points, running in 2nd. So just had to clarify that. We're kicking off there. 5 laps into a main event. We are paying out the points purse out there tonight. Dylan Hauser, the points leader, but he runs 2nd. Hayden Cardwell has the field covered. 5 car lengths over turn 1.
Yeah, 5 car lengths. So championship night, Lernerville. I'm not sure what's going to go on with that. Maybe we'll see it, maybe not. But the 7 of Hayden Cardwell, your race leader, Dylan Hauser, running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Jordan Casey. 4th would be Dylan Wilson. J.D. Brown running in that 5th spot. Here comes Jeremy Capert in the number 6 of C.J. Phillips. Those guys duking it out for the 6th spot.
Yes, they are. Good race going on there. Capert there, Phillips there, Evan Say on the outside looking into that battle as well. 6th on back, all chasing, up front. Cardwell, Hauser, Casey, Dylan, Wilson's number 80 car. He's broken away atop 4. This battle for 5th on back between J.D. Brown, Jeremy Capert, Evan Say, C.J. Phillips. Now move Kendall Tucker up to 8th at 00. Swindell Speed Lab Machine, he is on the fly as well.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker definitely putting on the performance that he can here, trying to make his way up to the front of the field there. Oh, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of wrestling move there with the 6 of C.J. Phillips. Phillips now going to drop back behind Kendall Tucker. Now Devin Morgan tries him down to the inside. Side-by-side battle. That is going to be for the 9th spot as the 6 of C.J. Phillips kind of got routed there just a tad bit, but that is short track racing at its finest. Limaland Motorsports Bar.
It sure is. It's a good race going on. Good race for 2 up here. Dylan Hauser trying to hold off a very hard charging, very fast number 42 of Jordan Casey. He's down to the low side. Now split the difference right behind them as well as we go 2 wide between Dylan Wilson, J.D. Brown. It's a really good 4-car battle for 2nd. The only problem is Hayden Cardwell, he's kind of out there by himself.
Yeah, Hayden Cardwell definitely starting to check out from the field last time by 13.091. Hauser a tick faster though, Phil. 13.069. You don't think you would see that, but Cardwell right now holding on there, drifting from the bottom to the top side of the speedway. A couple different grooves out there. Hauser still running in 2nd, but Jordan Casey now picking down to the bottom, trying to make a side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot.
It's really good right now. And Todd, I got a perfect question for you. Watching these guys kind of move around, the cars up top, trying to find running room down low. Track reminds me a lot of your home track up in your neck of the woods, the Active Motorsports Park, quarter mile, moderately bent here for the middle of the corners. Watching these, the super late models, they get up high. How tricky is it to set up a pass in a joint like this when you're out there at sub 13 seconds a lap?
I wish this was like our home track, but it's kind of not. 3/10 is our track, but it is pretty close with the U-tires down there. It kind of looks identical, but definitely tricky to set up different passing maneuvers there. The high side to the bottom, you got a high-low switch. There's a lot of slide job maneuvers going on through these cars to pass these guys. But I tell you, to run the top side of the speedway, I've been upside down on my lid at my home track trying to run the top side, and I've hit the wall. The stuff up top is real loose. As it starts to pack down, though, you can find that moisture up next to the wall, and it's going to propel you there. But it's kind of feast or famine. If you're up on the top shelf, you can live or die by it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, watching these cars straddle up near the wall, watching them kind of rib ride up there, kissing that right rear off the wall. What's it going to be like a week from now when you get a place like Lernerville with no wall out there? How great is that going to be?
That's another track I've visited a couple different times, Phil, in my lifetime so far. I usually go down there for the Firecracker 100 at Cyber, PA. Make the long 6-hour trip out there from where I'm at, and man, what a fantastic show that track puts on. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen a lot of cars go off the banking there because they're so used to having the wall.
I tell you what, that's going to be an experience here at iRacing to bring Lernerville Speedway to life tomorrow, and I'm going to be one of the first out there tomorrow afternoon just taking a peek at what it's like. I've been getting the race car tomorrow. I haven't done that in 2 years, and I'm almost itching
outside pits too,
even know what that's like. Outside pits. How cool. That's a short track right there, I tell you what. But we're already past 1/3 of the way home, Todd. We're quickly approaching halfway, 24 laps of 60 on the board. Hayden Cardwell leading off by about a full second over Dylan Hauser, Jordan Casey, Dylan Wilson, J.D. Brown, Evan C. running in position at number 6, Kendall Tucker, Jeremy Capron, Devin Morgan, and C.J. Phillips rounds out a very sporty top 10. Very difficult pass to track the pass on right now.
Yeah, definitely a lot of going to the high sides. They're going to have to pull a slide job maneuver. But I tell you, Hayden Cardwell definitely setting sail here. Definitely the quickest car out there on the Speedway. I don't see anybody that's running the lap times he is right now. He's 13.1. The next closest is a 13.278 to Dylan Hauser. So definitely Hayden Cardwell has done his homework here tonight around the Limaland Motorsports Park, able to hold on here and able to hold on to the top spot and doing a fantastic job with it. He's found something that the other racers have not, as Jordan Casey now battling it out with Dylan Wilson for the 3rd spot.
Sure is. Wilson now going to bring the 80 car down low under Jordan Casey off turn number 2. Drag race down that short chute into 3 and 4. Door to door. Casey versus Wilson. And too close to call. Jordan going to hold on by fingernails in the line up. Put Dylan Wilson out the 3rd. Jordan will battle back on the high side off of the 3.
Yeah, they got a good battle going on there for the 3rd spot. The 42, the D1RT, number 42. And then, of course, D1RT on the number 80 of Dylan Wilson. Those guys teammates, so what better than those two to go at it because they know each other's tendencies there. But the 80 of Dylan Wilson now captures the 3rd spot, wrestles it away from the 42 of Jordan Casey, sets sail for the number 2 of Dylan Hauser. Hauser seems to be slowing just a tad bit as Wilson is faster.
You know, wonder, Todd, these cars, you know, you think you can set up here 60 green flag laps, 130 laps if we need to under the yellow. Fuel isn't going to become an issue in this race, and we stay completely green, is it? I can't imagine so. Why is Hauser slowing down? It looks like that car really is going away.
Yeah, it looks like everybody else finding stuff that maybe Hauser is not right now. Last time by 13.423 and Bill Wilson in the 13.3 bracket. So, you know, Wilson is faster there and definitely having a good run. Trying to get by Dylan Hauser, though, is going to be a difficult task because he's going to have to probably pull a slider to get by that number 2 machine.
Here's another curious part of what I'm thinking out here watching the cars go around, that I see a guy like Hayden Cardwell with a pretty good substantial lead, well over 1 second right now off turn number 2. I look up ahead, clean racetrack up ahead of him. How much does clean air on the dirt matter? You know, of course, a dust cloud up ahead. Now we look up there and you get the works of lap traffic potentially sitting ahead of the next 10 to 15 laps.
Slide job.
How much can lap cars really play a role here? How much can that impede the run of the leader?
It's definitely, if the lap cars don't get out of the way, or at least hold their line. That's what I always say when I was the race leader at my local track. Just hold your line, and I'll find a way around you. That's because I'm the leader, so I'll find my way around. But a lot of times, some of those guys don't adhere to that as they're exchanging sliding for the 2nd spot, as you can see here between the 80 and the number 2. They don't adhere to that, Phil. They're out there to race their own race, and maybe they're racing for position. They're not just going to roll over and die for the leaders, but get them to hold the position is a great task for them, and especially for the leader. But that could really, really mess you up, mess your night up. In the 07 of Hayden Cardwell, should say the 7 machine of Hayden Cardwell, right now starting to gather into there. He's got to be thinking about that.
Absolutely right. We're throwing sliders there for 2 or 3 laps. I was about to ask you, Todd, if you were hungry, but it's kind of tamed down for now because we had the grill about to fire for some sliders out there. But Wilson and Casey holding on a second, Dylan Wilson, Dylan Wilson, Dylan Hauser. It's a battle at Dylan. How about that? Wilson versus Hauser, but Wilson now up to 2nd. Hauser to 3rd. Jordan Casey running back there in the 4th spot. Hayden Cardwell. He's got that thing up to almost 2 seconds, 42 laps so far, all green flag racing. J.D. Brown, 2nd in the standings, currently running in 5th, and that's not what you want to do running for a championship, Todd, because Dylan Hauser with that number 2 car, 11-point lead. If you finish ahead of the guy chasing you in points, that's usually going to pay off in your favor.
And Dylan Hauser definitely has had a fantastic season so far, and the number 2 machine is running in the 3rd spot. Jordan Casey still running 4th, but Casey is starting to look low of him. Like you said, Hauser has gone away just a tad bit. Casey definitely faster, and so is J.D. Brown. But time is ticking away here. We're on lap 45, Phil.
I'm going to tell you what, let's talk about that 2 car a little bit. Running in the 3rd spot, is there a guy over the last year that has matured more as a driver, going out there with just that mentality? You know, I'm out there, I'm going to be quick. It was always about running for checkered flags. That was kind of it. Well, if there's a guy who's matured to a points racer more in the last year than a number 2 of Dylan Hauser running in the 3rd spot, he's a guy who always knows, I know I'm going up there to race for a win, But if I don't have a winning race car, just bring it home with a good solid finish and let the points accumulate. He may do just that there with the payout here, the championship part of the purse here with this great series.
Yeah, he's definitely matured quite a bit there in that 2 machine. It's good to see he's grown in leaps and bounds over the last, I'm going to say year or so, even in that number 2. So we'll see Dylan Hauser, definitely things affect him here, but definitely giving a lot more room than he used to. I mean, I know he's as zealous, and I used to be the same way, overzealous, wanting to race, wanting to win every race that I could, but when you're points hunting and trying to get the championship, which is actually what's paying you off here, this is the kind of racing you want to do, just consistent racing here, top 5, that's where you want to be. And I tell you what, Hayden Cardwell has met a wall of lap traffic.
Yes, he has. What was a 2-second advantage down to his 2.5 as a 7 car. Starting to begin his way through lap traffic. Cliff Driscoll is there, Tristan Carmen, Garrett Eberge's up ahead. Guys like CJ Phillips who are up there competing for a top 10. He has found some misfortune. CJ Phillips now one of the cars that may be risking falling a lap down now as we got 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, 10 laps remaining there. The number 7 of Hayden Cardwell right now, like I said, putting down some good cars, good machinery down the lap there, Clifford Driscoll. But he's way up to the top shelf of the Speedway. And Dylan Wilson starting to reel him in, but I think it's going to be a little late there, Phil. I really do, because he's going to catch lap traffic. That's going to slow him down, too. And Hayden Cardwell definitely navigating through lap traffic like a pro.
He really is, but to tell you what, Todd, I'm looking at the interval he has over the number 80 car of Dylan Wilson, and it shrunk. It was over 2 seconds about 5 laps ago. It's down to 1.3 and continue to shrink. 54 laps on the board. Does Dylan Wilson have time to run down Hayden Cardwell? Who's going to take our final checkered flag of the season?
Just waiting to see who's going to take down the final checkered flag here. As, like I said, Dylan Wilson starting to track him down. Dylan Hauser still running in that 3rd spot. He's been fighting tooth and nail with that number 42 machine. Oh, Jordan Casey, J.D. Brown running in 5th, and he's quite the distance back there. And that number 14 machine, you got Kendall Tucker, Devin Morgan, then you got Evan Say, then Barra Bishop running 9th, and Davin Cardwell and Jeremy Capert keep going back and forth for the 10th and 11th spots. So some good battles going on, Phil. Lap traffic definitely putting a monkey wrench into this one so far, as it looks like the 80's still coming on strong.
He really is. It's down to well under 1 second now. Was that number 077 car of Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell continuing to work traffic. Too many Cardwells. I get confused. Hayden's up there to leading Dylan Wilson. Dylan Hauser holding on for 3rd. Him and Jordan Casey, they've had a really good race through lap traffic as well. Dylan holding on to that 3rd spot as we speak. Also, J.D. Brown is there as well. 59 laps going on the board.
Yeah, 59 laps going on the board here. The number 7 of Hayden Cardwell continues to lead, and it looks like he's finally cleared some of the lap traffic, Phil. What a great race he's put on.
15 laps remain. We're 75 here tonight. Making sure I had that right here. Something to see right. 15 laps remaining. 75 lap main event to finish this one, and it's been all clean for 60 laps. Can Hayden Cardwell hold on? It's 1.3 seconds. And looks like, Todd, for the time being, he may be, for the most part, clear of traffic for maybe about 2 or 3 laps. It's a little tamer than it was.
Yeah, he's looking to put down 18th and 17th down the lap, Phil. That's who's directly in front of him. And those 2 guys are not slouches by no means. Virgil Graham and Ryan Underwood.
Real.
Those guys right directly in front of him. As these guys have been clean and green, like you said, lap 63, 64, going up on the board here to start the lap 64. So 11 more circuits around the Speedway. And I tell you, it's been clean and green, and what a track this has been here tonight. I mean, I usually hate coming to this track. You know, it's a short track, but these guys put on a whale of a show.
I'm going to tell you what, there's 2 tracks this season over this build here at iRacing over 13 weeks that have really opened my eyes. Volusia's been my number 1. This one here at Limaland has put on some of the best racing. I don't care what model we've been in, from the streets to the Super Lakes and beyond. Not a more racier track right now than Limaland, with 10 laps remaining. 10 more trips around. Hayden Cardwell looking to pick up a checker flag. Dylan Hauser trying to run down a championship, but he has lost 3rd. Jordan Casey now running the podium spot now up before.
And Jordan Casey definitely doing a fantastic job into the podium spot. Now Dylan Hauser is going to fall into the clutches of J.D. Brown. See if anything's going to come to fruition there, as those guys fight to the nail. 3 wide with lap cars as Hayden Cardwell. That's got to be nerve-wracking. in the 46 hitting every U-tire down there. Ryan Underwood, man, and he's still going. It looks like an after raceway or after Motorsports Park race. Is a lot of those guys like to hit those U-tires down the bottom, and they keep going. The modifieds usually hit them, and you just watch them just bounce off of them, and they don't lose any speed. But it's fantastic watching this different line by Hayden Cardwell finally going to clear both those cars.
Yeah, you know what I don't see down there in the infield? A corner flagger, because I think you need a different set of balls to do that. I don't know how you do what you do, because seeing those cars screaming at me 50 feet away, yeah, forget it. There ain't a whole lot that can happen there. 5 laps remain. 5 trips around the quarter mile. Hayden Cardwell leading Dylan Wilson 1.1 seconds last time by Jordan Casey. Dylan Hauser. That's a good race going on for third, but for Hauser, Todd, it between 4 laps and a $500 payday for the E-Series Championship. One mile away for the 2 car.
Yeah, it's Dylan Hauser right now still holding on here to the 4 spot. You don't want to throw it in too hard. He's been throwing it in pretty heavy there with the 42 of Jordan Casey. I don't know how hard you want to throw it in there and get yourself maybe into entanglement here. As we're going to put up lap 74 this time by up on the board. So 2 more trips around the Speedway, I do believe, here around Limaland Motorsports Park. What a great race. Green so far. Clean and green, Phil, and what better race could you ask to end this series?
Green to checker for 75 laps. Separates us 1 trip around the quarter mile to go. White flag in the air. The number 07 car of Hayden Cardwell down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Hayden Cardwell picks up the win in Limaland over Dylan Wilson, Jordan Casey, Dylan Hauser, our series champion, going to finish up with a P4. J.D. Brown running in the top 5. Green to checker. 75 laps. Congratulations to the gang over here at 3D Racing and Team DLR, Todd. One of the best races I've ever seen. May not lack for a lot of drama, but green to checker 75 laps at Limaland. Who
quarter mile. I
awesome.
mean, what a storybook ending here for this series. Fantastic series, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in here. We're still going to have our interviews coming up here for the post-race show here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Don't forget, fellas and ladies out there, to say the same. Don't forget star donations. 10,000 stars is our I guess our goal here for Facebook, and Facebook's put that out here over us. So we got the whole month of December to raise that, but love to get up to there. Love to get up to that total. Let Facebook know that we're live again. Thank you so much for the donations. Again, if you want a T-shirt, check us out. We got Full Velocity swag. You can buy your own, or you can buy chances into our raffle that's going on our Facebook page, Full Velocity Racing Network fans. Join it today, or just the Full Velocity Racing Network. You can search us there. We can find out all the live. We got all of our scheduling going on here up live on our Facebook page now. There's a couple other events that we don't have on there, but stay tuned. We got a lot of great things coming off over the course of that. And also, I know Katie out there saying that the full race recap by Pit Pass on Race on Texas will be on there tomorrow. So if you want to see the race recap from Katie, make sure you go on to RaceOnTexas.com, and she does a phenomenal job with that. We try to share everything here to our Full Velocity Racing Network page when she puts something out there, Phil. So it's definitely something that we look forward to, and definitely nice to see everybody come together as a community and work together here for this great series that we had here. It was short, but great, and all the same.
It was awesome, and we hope they'll have us back here again, as you said. Full schedule events not only available on Facebook, Todd, but it is all 100% up to date. If you head over to the website, FullVelocityTV.com. The calendar is right. Got some news articles we're going to add here the next day or so. I'm pretty busy with that as well. So looks like we're getting ready to go at the top. 3, 4, waiting on what we got here. Hayden Cardwell, Dylan Wilson. I do not see Jordan Casey, but Dylan Hauser, the champion, is in the house. So if we get the top 3, they will definitely break. We'll run trackside down here. We'll send Todd to victory lane. He'll do all the partying. We'll talk to second and third, or maybe third. Looks like I'll get first up here. The number 80 car of Dylan Wilson going to be the first down here. He'll jump out of the race car, and we'll see if we can't grab a word tonight with the second place finisher aboard the number 80 car, Dylan Wilson. A great race tonight. Green to checker, 75 laps. Had great starting position from P4, but should not manage the traffic and run down a guy like Hayden Cardwell, who just with another zip code tonight, man. But your race overall, I'd say pretty dang good.
Yeah, that's how badass is it to go green to checkered. I mean, that's awesome.
Damn.
So, yeah. So hopefully everybody enjoyed that one. I found myself in a battle first half of the race. Last half we were just kind of cruising by ourselves. I knew I wasn't going to catch him without a yellow. I could see that I could nip off maybe half a tenth, but it just was never going to be because of lap traffic and stuff. So I needed a yellow. I was just riding, trying to save the car a little bit. I found something there about the last 20 laps or so, which if I would have found sooner, maybe I got to him. But he ran a good race. I think I saw him make one mistake, and he got through lap traffic really good, and I think better than I could. So that was the difference.
How much do you think that clean air really played a role in him getting away as well? For a little while there, you and Hauser had a hell of a race going on, through some sliders back and forth for a bit. Jordan was there really pestering you guys well. How much did clean air really help Hayden's car out, do you think?
Yeah, to get out there and just get a lead, by yourself helps. We're out there battling hard, you know what I mean? It's just we're probably burning our stuff up, getting our tires a little more hot than he was, but so when the track slicked off, I thought we were pretty even. I don't know about the guys, third and fourth behind me, but I could just tell by the gap, that we were pretty close. And if I had a restart, maybe I could have threw something at him. But you don't want to take somebody out of a race that's ran a good, clean race. So we would have raced them as clean as we could if we had a yellow. But that's all, shoulda, coulda, woulda. So we'll take a second and move on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 75 laps, you agree to check him, man, Dylan. You got to feel good here. The team at D1RT, you guys always got good, fast race cars. You and Jordan both with podium finishes here tonight. But let me give you the mic one more time. I know there's a lot of great folks to help you make these cars go fast night after night. So take the mic from me and give all those great people out there a great shout, man. This is an awesome event.
Yeah, D1RT, everybody on that team, everybody contributes in their own way. So, it's like having, 15 sponsors on one team just because everybody throws in their own idea. So thank you to all the guys over there. Thank you to Victory Lane Racing for putting this series on. It was cool just to have a quick 6-week series and be done with it. Congratulations. I think Hauser won the point, so congrats to him. And thank you to FVRN for broadcasting this so everybody could have watched because that was a really good race.
Absolutely. We appreciate that, folks. Have it from trackside, from D1RT. Driver of car number 80, Dylan Wilson, brings it home. Second here tonight at Limaland Motorsports Park. Was hoping to talk to Jordan Casey, but it looks like he's going to elude us here this week. So we'll let Dylan go. We'll throw this thing down to BladeNote.com Victory Lane because our buddy Todd is going to be down there now. And first off, I think he's going to have a race winner, Hayden Cardwell, and then we'll hopefully get him down there. And we got the big winner, the big check to hand out with Dylan Hauser. But first, Todd, time to talk to tonight's winner, 75 laps. Green the checker, Hayden Cardwell takes it home.
It's been a long time since we made it down to BladeNote.com Victory Lane with this driver, Hayden Cardwell, finally getting the monkey off his back here for the Full Velocity Racing Network, taking down the victory. Man, dominating performance in that number 7 machine. Tell us about your race here this evening. Green to checkered. What better way to finish this season out?
Oh yeah, not much more we could do. But yeah, as soon as we unloaded tonight, we set quick time, and finally was able to start out front and actually, have a good start position in this race. And we just kind of got out front there, and then we just wanted to keep our own pace, not drive the car too hard. And the track got so slick, and it was so fun there at the end because I was faster just rolling through the middle than some of those guys were just on the top. VLR did an amazing job tonight. Steven and KT and Trevor and all those guys that, helped put these tracks together, That race was so fun, green and checkered, This is why I always say Team VLR always has the best drivers, so put on a show for y'all.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic show. As we were talking about there, Hayden, lap traffic. When you got up into lap traffic, and we were just reminiscing on what I do at my local track when I'm leading a race. Is I'm hoping that they're going to hold their line. Is that the same scenario, or would you rather have them go to the bottom and just stay out of your way, or what's the scenario you like to come up on when you're coming into lap traffic like that? Because that was a whole gaggle of cars.
Oh yeah, for sure. It really depends. Sometimes if you have just one guy, these guys in here are pretty respectful and they'll give you a lane. But there was a couple times there were three and 2 wide in front of me. You just got to let those guys battle it out. You got to pick your lanes very, very, very precisely, and so you don't wreck yourself. But those guys are racing for a position on the racetrack like anybody else is, so you can't just take them out. You just got to be patient and pick your moves.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic race for you here tonight, Hayden, and you definitely got a lot of sponsors probably to thank here this evening. We'll give you the microphone. It's been a while since we've seen you down here in Victory Lane, but the floor is all yours. Thank you tonight.
Oh yeah, I just can't thank Stephen Millen, all he does for my race team, he helps me out a lot. Brett Wheeler with Ultimate Art TV, Dustin Hall at the wrap, and hopefully we'll have big things to come here in the future. Glad we could finally get this win out of the books. Can't thank you all for the broadcast and everybody at VLR. Heck of a race.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the big W here tonight, driver of the number 7, the UDTV sponsor machine. That will be Hayden Cardwell taking down the victory here, Phil. But I think I'm going to throw it to you, Phil, to interview the season champion here. We'll throw it down to you. Let you have this go about, and then we'll go from there.
All right, well, I think we're going to do this. I'm going to put these guys on the fly. Because I see them hang out in the interview waiting room, and that means they come be a part of the show. So that, of course, the brass of VLR, our buddy KT King, the guy's the best of the best, and his partner in crime, Mr. California, guys. The series champion, Dylan Hauser, in the house, a 4th place finish, but best of all, 500 cool ones here to take home this championship series, man. Whoever one you want to take it away, it's time to pay the money. This is going to be fun.
Dude, go ahead, KT. You got this. I'll take over after you're done, buddy.
These are the best of the best right here. Let them go.
Well, I just want to, on behalf of VLR, the guys at 3D, FVRN, the sponsors who helped put this thing on, I just want to give a congrats to our buddy Dylan Hauser for taking home the series championship. Mr. Consistent over here, I don't think he finished a single race outside of the top 7 or so. So congrats, Dylan, and I'm sure we'll see you back for more.
Yep, thank you.
And holy smokes, Dylan! Congratulations! We've had our ups and downs over the years. Me and Dylan, you'd be shocked at the conversations that are in our private messages from years gone by of Dylan and I. So super stoked to see you make the season. Super stoked to see you off that incident report. Congratulations on the championship. Tonight's race, though, how about it? We had the Gobbler a couple weeks ago. That was amazing. We had the championship race tonight, 75 green flag laps. We chose with 1 lap left in that second B main. We're like, I don't think this track's going to hold up for 75 laps. I want to see good racing, and the beginning of the night wasn't all that bad, even on the tacky, so we chose to do some track maintenance there, and it really played out. That was a great race, guys. If that wasn't entertaining, I don't know what's going to entertain you.
No, I agree. That was absolutely
100%.
freaking awesome. Dylan, you had to hold on to what was a fading car there. You ran second for a while, the Cardwell. You dropped back to 4th. At what point did you know car maybe not worthy of a race win if this thing stays green to checker, but knowing you had that stranglehold of a championship, guy we talked about, Mr. Consistency here this last couple of months, man, this one's going to feel good, bud. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, in that feature, I just tried staying smooth, and I realized I wasn't fast enough to run with Hayden, and I was trying to just run smooth laps, not make any mistakes, and usually I probably would have went up there and knocked the wall down pretty early to try to catch Hayden, but tonight we were just thinking big picture, trying to stay smooth, stay ahead of the guys in points, and then Dylan caught me, and I was just like, just take it, I'm not going to risk getting tangled up with you, so I let him go, and then I rode in 3rd for a little while, and then Jordan rolled the bottom in lap traffic and got around me, so the track was good tonight, everyone drove a great race, and green and checkered, I'm tired, but it was a good race, and congrats to the guys who won tonight and for the season.
I'll tell you what, and how about these two guys right here alongside KT and Steven, the rest of the gang here at Team VLR? I mean, to keep all you, as I playfully say, keep all you monkeys in line. They do one hell of a job, don't you say? There's a lot of speed, a lot of testosterone that flows through these doors here to go racing. Do any guys do it better than these group? I don't think so.
Yeah, they're probably the best out there. They put the most money on in the biggest races, so definitely got everybody by the. I guess they got everybody covered, so they do a great job, and I appreciate them putting the series on because I like coming over here and racing for money. I mean, it's what I enjoy doing. I love competing at the highest level against the best guys in the sim, and that's what I enjoy doing. So thanks to those guys for putting the series on.
Absolutely. Well, great things are still to come for this guy. Keep an eye on the likes of Dylan Hauser. Dylan, our series champion for this awesome RaceOnTexas.com Monster Bass Super Series presented by the South Texas Speedway. The champ, you take the mic one more time. Salute all the folks out there to help you go fast night after night, week after week, and congratulations, man. This is awesome to see. I'm very proud.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I just try to change the way I do little things and be consistent instead of trying to win every race. And it's played off this season, and hopefully it continues to play off in my favor. And just hopefully we can just go out there and do good in the Pro Series next year and come back here and do good. And I think we can really get these guys a run for the money in a lot of the races. I mean, I've won everything at VLR the past 4 months probably. I won the Birthday Bash, the Gobbler, now this. So we just need to keep digging. I work hard. I'm probably the hardest worker driver in this series. I mean, I race my tail off week in and week out. So it's not surprising. But it's good. And I'd like to thank Slick Sim Sport, Joel Berkeley put this team together probably 8 months ago. Probably it's been a great team. We're just really gelling. We got the right tools to run up front every week and stuff. And everybody at D12, those guys just keep me going crazy and turn laps with me, try to get me better and better and better because these guys are always taking the notch up. So I like to thank all my sponsors: iRacing, iFly, Two Brothers Stream Team, Down Under Graphics, Hangover Record Service, Mike Muller Design, Ronnie Weaver Racing, Slicker Racing Graphics, and Down Under Graphics if I didn't say them. And you guys for broadcasting, KT and Steven for putting the series on, Howard Weaver for taking the photos all year. It's been a great season, and I look forward for the next one.
I absolutely do too. Well, there you have it, folks. Series champion aboard car number 2, Dylan Hauser. A great job had by all. Todd, as you get back alongside, joining the group down here at Victory Lane. Any last words for these guys before we leave? Because KT and Steve, man, they take care of us. I'm hoping they'll have us back here soon. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely hope they're going to have us back here real soon on the Full Velocity Racing Network, man. Fantastic series you guys put on, like always. It's so orchestrated, I should say. It's well thought out and well planned out. A lot of you guys think it's chaos behind the scenes. It might be chaotic here for, I say, the first couple days when we got together, but then after that we all set sail and we had this all in our hands. And definitely a fantastic show by all the drivers here, all the fans out there watching. Got to thank you guys. Without you guys, Full Velocity Network, Racing Network wouldn't be nothing. So thank you guys for having us here. I definitely appreciate us coming back over here. And Steven knows how hot-headed I used to be, so I won't say too much. But definitely I've calmed down, just like Dylan Hauser. Dylan, man, great race, man, and you've shown a lot of different respect here, and you're definitely coming up a notch where you used to be at.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, we tried changing the way we do things after the Pro Series. I feel like I'm one of the best in the sim, and I wasn't showing my full potential there for a little while, and I feel like now I am. And we're just gonna try to just keep doing what we've been doing the past month and a half, and that's be consistent and run up front. If we gotta settle for fourth, we'll settle for fourth, and just hopefully it all plays out in the end.
All right, well, we could go on all night with this one, guys, but I guess we'll take it off the air and leave the hijinks and throwing down for these group afterwards. So, for all the gang over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, for Todd, for Jack, for Ron, the entire crew here, for all our great sponsors, of course, groups like Hannibal Record Service, iRacing, iFlag.com, Foyos Trucking, J-Max Journeys, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Miller Media Design. Got to thank also TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, and JP Designs for all the great series sponsors over here. So many groups like Race on Texas, of course, South Texas Speedway, Ken's Custom iRacing Skins, Westside Signs, One Scrapper Recycling, Jeremy Sick iRacing Photos, JP Home Inspections, I know 3D Racing, TAC 3 Defense. I know I'm forgetting at least somebody, but guys, so much. Thank you again for watching us here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll be back here for more, we hope, on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody, from Lima, Ohio.
Good night.